in here, so we're gonna try to move fast. I have a fat stack of boxes that I've already prepared, and so we're just gonna wrap up. uh, Excuse me. We're gonna wrap up as many as we can, um, really quickly. I have to fire a kiln at 3 o'clock, which means I have to be out of here at 2:30, maybe even a little bit earlier. It's 11:43 right now. We're just gonna do our best. Um, yeah. So I'm gonna try to clean up this table first, do all the $100 boxes real quick, and then, "What's up, Dima? How are ya?" And then once the $100 boxes are done, we're gonna work up on top of this table so you can actually see what I'm doing. "What's up, kitten?" But until then, we're just gonna kind of, like, just do it on the ground just so it's out of the way. I don't have a lot of space in this room at the moment, so, again, as you can see by we're getting all those boxes will be packed today. Good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing well. I'm a little, stressed for how much we have to get done today, but probably not. I can't read different colors and see, so I don't know if I can pronounce it correctly. So this is the card, that I did a little drawing. It's of, Olive or just a kind of a fox drinking tea in a little tea house, and so this is the little mystery box, um, thank you thing, and I just said thanks on the back and signed Olive and myself. So, nothing crazy this time about. Thanks, Dima. It's nothing like crazy, crazy, but I think it's kinda cute, right? Cool. I'm glad you guys like it. And then I'm just gonna make sure I rate 100 on this. And we have to measure, the weight of each one of these as well, but I'll be home tonight around 10 PM, and I think I'm hoping that we have some time around then to actually measure out the weight of everything. Or maybe we just do it right now. Maybe that's something that we just add to it and just so it's done with. Um, Again, this will be a lot easier when I can actually use this table, but give me one sec. So we're at 3.6 pounds. I am now 3.6. This is my left hand. Yeah, that's cool. What were you seeing? Where do you see the dog? Some of these I think can get the smaller boxes. Yeah, this one can get a smaller box. My writing is still not great left-handed, to be honest, but everything else is. So, Dina, I don't know if I've told you, but I turned myself left-handed a couple years ago. I just don't write that often, so I don't get to practice it that often. Wasn't that last weekend? Yeah, 2 years 3 years ago, I decided to become left-handed, so no, he doesn't, Lily. Fictional characters can't love. Thanks, Dima. Yeah, I kinda just got bored being right-handed a couple years ago, so now I'm left-handed. Oh my God. Thanks for the sub. I don't have the patience to move my left hand right now. 1.5 $100. All right. Probably need that's a big box. Me? I'm interesting. I'm glad you think so, Dima. Morning, Aki. How are you? So we're down. We're at 32 $50 boxes and $900 boxes for tomorrow. It'll be available at 10 a.m. Eastern time. I do. Yeah, kidding. The thing is that I like to make some of the side handle teapots left-handed, but they very rarely sell. People really like they ask for them, whatever. I use them, but have a hard time finding an actual buyer. Oh yeah, exactly, Nima. Why are you so tired, Aki? Morning's been okay so far. I taught all morning, and then I took an hour to have some lunch, and now we're here. And then in 2 hours, I need to go fire a wood kiln, and that's gonna go from 3 p.m. to most likely about 10 p.m. tonight. Okay, 2 pounds, 15 ounces, $100. This feels heavy, so I probably want to put it. Oh, this is I think the best $100 mystery box that I have. Um, I hope that anybody buys a $100 mystery box from me who's in here. You get this one. What's up, Mac? That's the double wall, double lidded, double wall lid and double lidded teapot jar. Again, all this pile of boxes I just threw together before we started this. Because I didn't really feel like making boxes on a stream, but packing the boxes is a different thing altogether. So Instagram has not been showing my post really. So there's probably a pretty good chance to get one of these for the first time tomorrow because I don't think anybody's going to see the shop update drop notification. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'll post everything here as well. I also have to make the video, a couple of videos for it. What's up, Sydney? How are you this morning? Okay, this one's at 2 pounds 13. 100, 2.13. Let me pour myself a cup of tea. Sydney, I want to be so lazy this morning so badly. So badly. It's also like a million degrees in here right now, driving me a little insane, but that's okay. Okay. If anybody needs packing supply, um, it would pay for itself to buy one of these mystery boxes because I overpack them. What? Oh my God. That's not lazy. That's irresponsible, Sydney. What is this? 2 cups. We are going to go to packing peanuts at some point, but just because I was given a bunch of them. But yeah, that's awesome, Maggie. The heat has been killer this year. Where are you located again? I have no idea who that is. Who is that, Mac? Hmm. What kind of music? I'm listening to music right now. I don't think you guys can hear it, so maybe I'll turn it on for myself. You can't hear the music that's playing, right? And they're on Spotify? Somber, huh? Back to Friends? Is that one of their more popular songs? I'm working on making a pizza, Luna. What are you up to? Gotcha. That's right. I feel like I knew that because we talked about that at one point. Dang. Wait, that's a nice temperature, kitten, isn't it? You're sleeping. It's so late in the morning for you, though. I can't say this is the usual genre I go for, Mac. This is it's nice though, but definitely off brand for what I normally listen to. You can go over there, BB. There. There you go. There you go, sweet pea. Okay. It is nice though. To be honest, and this is a new one. I've been listening to yeah, yeah, it's late. I listen to that makes sense. Uh Recently I've been listening to a lot of FKJ, and then to be honest, who I've been really listening to recently is and this one feels very off brand for me, but I've been listening to Ghost Main. I'm gonna listen to them right now, which is like someone screaming at me. How long is it supposed to be there, kitten? Janet, what's up, bud? Yeah, that's awesome. Where's she moving to? Obviously, you don't have to say that. 'I was working on, teapots with a student this morning. We went back to basics and just forego all kind of like aesthetic and just work on like how to make our best functional teapot. 2.8 hundred dollar box. Just put a Sharpie directly on my hand. No one saw that. I'll deny it. Okay, three more $100 boxes, and then we're going on to the next stuff. I'm drinking a mystery puer right now. I bought all this tea from Intergalactic Tea recently, and I bought one of their little mystery boxes or mystery bags of tea. That's awesome. That's super cool. I, this place I had not spent that much time in Pennsylvania. When I was in high school, I dated someone who lived there, so I think that was the last time I was there. Yeah, I mean, I like the one tea I've had so far. Actually, I haven't even tasted this tea yet. Just tastes like water. It's not strong enough for me at the moment. What? What? That's awesome, Mac. Be fun to see your work on Instagram or whatever when she starts making more. That's super cool, Aki. Someone gave me one for matcha this past year. It was really bad. Like, it's because every single one was a flavored matcha. I was like, I don't think they realized that at the time either. But it was honestly disgusting. But I loved the concept and it was very sweet. Um, so that's all we need to talk about is tea now. We're not going to be, sorry. It wasn't intentional, anybody. I'm slightly worried. I didn't actually count the boxes out as I was making them. And we might not have enough boxes to actually do all these mystery boxes. But we'll do what we can. Oh, very cool. Okay, so she's not doing too, so she's minoring in ceramics and majoring in art education? I appreciate you, Sydney. Thanks for hanging out. Has she taught kids before? I've taught kids for many years, and I gotta tell you, the longer I've taught them, the less I like them. I still teach though, but I definitely my enthusiasm has definitely depreciated in value. Albert, we're working on a deconstructed avocado um, that we're going to reconstruct in a metal former. This is just kind of like the molding process for it. Mm. We're going to be using the locked glass casting technique, and this is just like the first step of doing that. 2.6. $100. All right, one more $100, and then we're going to be doing start our 50s. I now there's a series of 50s that we haven't even wrapped in cardboard yet. We're just gonna try to get through what we can at the moment. JM, what's up? Ooh, you see what that is? Double walled teapot in there. Hell yeah. What's new and happening, Jam? What are you doing in Maine? Cool. So you're just hanging out? That's awesome. 310. Wow, this one's hefty. Okay, done with our 100 boxes. Now to do the much more laborious work. We get these 100 boxes actually. I'll take this table over here. So they're kind of out of my way. Actually, I'm gonna move you guys over a little bit so I can fit more boxes on this table. There we go. Awesome. Are you from Maine? All right, this music's not doing it for me. Give me a sec. I know you can't hear any of it. Doesn't really matter for you guys, but I don't want to do this anymore. Let's do FKJ again. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go to my chill vibe playlist I made that I never listen to anymore. God. All right, so we're gonna do what we can here. We're gonna try to get some small ones done. I think this will fit in a small one. Mm. Where in New Hampshire are you from? We've talked about this, right? Yeah. Okay. I I get confused sometimes of what everybody said and talked about. It's all coming back to me. All right, what are we at? 1.4. To be honest, this $50 one, it's okay. Not my favorite. I peeked inside. We have better ones. This $50 one. uh, this is I don't know if you guys can see it at all, but it's the square double walled cup. Good. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm drinking out of one of my pink cups right now. The lighter of the bunch though from that last firing. You got the darker one, yeah? Good. I'm glad to hear that. I appreciate that again. We're gonna go back to that dark pink blaze soonish for the September firing. 1.1. I People kept asking me what like, they would get one of these packages, and they would ask me what the number was on the outside, so they thought it correlated to how good the thing was inside. It's like, "No." I just I just, I need to know how much something weighs to be able to ship it. But I keep saying it, but so the converted to Borgum is currently firing. Um, it should end around 10 PM tonight. I'm going there in 2 hour and 45 minutes to go fire it. Um, oh yeah, 100%. On your next shop update. What? Really? Well, I would love a cup at some point. That'd be wonderful. Around the like 150 mark, 150 milliliter mark. Awesome. I would really love if you felt like making something. 210. Okay. What is this? Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's my favorite. Morning. Awesome. I need to check Discord more often. I like barely ever go on it. I always forget that it exists. This is this is sweet. This one. This is a double walled orange cup. And again, remember these are the $50 boxes we're wrapping up right now. Yes, please. I would love that. That's the best way. Honestly, people know not to email me. And so if they do email me, they text me telling me that they emailed me. And I understand that that's a pain for people, but I hate email so much. I hate it so much. I'm probably gonna have to start using it more. I'm teaching more and more. Um, like I think I told you guys on, I think on Tuesday, I scheduled 14 hours, or no, sorry, 12 hours of back-to-back lessons. They're not back to back. I have a 45-minute break in between each lesson, but it's a lot, right? I do. I got up at 6 this morning to go teach. Honestly, and I hate to admit this, there's a hell of a lot more money in teaching than there is in making pottery, unless you do production work and do electric fired stuff. But you know, is what it is. This is a double walled, a beautiful little double walled blue cup. It's a chartreuse glaze. Thanks, appreciate it. Yeah, classes where they're at, and I've been turning them down for years because I used to teach a bunch. I got established enough, was making enough money selling my work, but then things just got expensive around here. So, for example, in my town, the average median house, I was kind of in like a wealthy area already. I probably couldn't afford to begin with, but average house sold in 2020 um, or 2019 was $700,000. In 2024, the average house sold was $1.9 million dollars. So that just kind of shows the value of the area that I'm in, and I'm kind of like I need to make more money to stay here, if I wanna stay here, which I do, but it's just kind of like, things are just getting more expensive. It really is, Aki. Sports, yeah, unless you're super famous. That makes sense, JM. I wonder if you could rent out, make a deal with a craft place. I don't know if they would be in game for that. If you teach at some craft places, sometimes they let you just do your own private stuff as well, depending on how you guys are you're standing together and all that. From Houston, what's up, Thomas? Welcome back. Yeah, what's next? Can't even tell what this is. Oh, it's a teapot. This is a little back-handled teapot. Um, we're gonna hold off on that one for a second. I can't tell if I want to put that into a bigger box or not. Coffee worms? Not usually. Sometimes I put worms in my coffee. I don't drink coffee. Is it like a private studio or is it a craft center? Because that makes all the difference right there. So like a so like a craft studio. Yeah, they might be. I mean, you go ask, they'll probably want, you know, a certain amount of money to do so, but it would be probably cheaper than building your own studio if they would do it even. We used to just teach private lessons in my house when I first moved back here. Just in my first floor of this house that I'm in here right now. I'm in Connecticut, Thomas. I guess, Jam, so is it a craft center? Like where they have a bunch of different stuff and they give lessons and all that stuff? Or is it like me, like a act just a pottery studio? It's a private pottery student studio that's owned by an individual. Because if it's like me, you wouldn't get in. Huh. I think it's worth asking. Where is this? Which studio are we talking about? Gotcha. 2.2. I'd be curious. I would just ask, what do you got to lose? Yeah, I would just ask. Why not? The worst they're gonna say is no. How dare you ask me something like that and then spin your face and tell you to get out. Like that's the worst case scenario. So like the chances of that happening are like 50% and you should be fine. Hi hi. Do you have a lot of people who want to learn from you? That's awesome that you got people who are asking for lessons. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't do it before the main trip. No, no reason to do that. All right, I don't know if this will fit in here, but we're gonna try. I mean, it doesn't get any extra padding, but honestly, I don't really need the extra stuff. These are such overkill as far as like how much padding I'm putting in them. Um, I think we're fine. So even if we don't finish all of this stuff tonight, the shop update's not until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And so we could potentially pack up some more boxes tomorrow morning. I just want to get them all done um, before update. I don't have to technically, but I would like to. But it's not a, you know, 1.4. Luckily, a lot of these too are either 14 ounces for some reason or 1.4. You did, kitten. Good on you. It's good to do. You haven't missed much. We've been just doing the same thing over and over again. Ooh, this is a good one. It's not double walled, but this is a really solid $50 box. I like that more than the last one we did. I definitely like some of these boxes more than others. I mean, I'd be happy to get any of them, but I'd definitely choose if I could choose, but that's the whole point. That's why I get a couple of them. So I switched to sleeping with a sleep mask a couple of years ago, and it's really nice because it's like you get a really nice sleep and everything. I'm totally tangenting, by the way, if you haven't noticed. Um, but what I realized is that I don't dream if I have a sleep mask on. I wake up at the same time regardless if I have it on or not. But if I don't have it on, I usually have really nice dreams when I'm waking up. If I do have it on, I just wake up and then the day starts. So for the last like 4 or 5 nights, I've been sleeping without it. It's been really lovely to dream again. I essentially stopped dreaming for a couple of years. Really, Eki? If you do dream, what do you dream about? Dreaming's pretty nice. It's nice to get back to it now that I know what caused me to stop. For many years, I would dream every night, and I would dream very vivid dreams about being a fish or a fish in general, just because I love fish so much. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but I have a thing for them. I don't know about this mystery tea. Just kind of tastes like bland puer, honestly. This particular mystery one I have. Mm-mm. I've never taken melatonin ever. The closest I've ever had to like a sleep, like a thing to help me sleep was like NyQuil. Sure does get in. I don't know what you're talking about, Sarah, but I like the way you said it. Mm. I didn't really think that those 2 would be related, but just out of the fact that I never thought about it that way, but hmm. Have you ever tried to keep a journal? I'm sure you have, but why not ask? I'm glad that we're weighing these as we go. It would be kind of a pain to do it again later. 1.4. Like I said, they're either 14 ounces or 1.4 pounds. I don't know why. Uh, I guess I kind of do know why because all my stuff is around the same weight, and so it would make sense that they all are around the same weight. I don't know what that is because I wrapped it up differently. So this one's a real mystery. Look at that fit. Look at that tight fit in there. Well, that's the thing is if I have the mask on, I don't dream. If I have the mask off, I do dream. I think it's just about how I'm waking up. I wake up at the same time, like I said, regardless, but if light touches my body, I wake up. Um, but who knows? I mean, it's like, who knows? Oh yeah, that's a fit. That's a good fit right there. This package is from the last really shitty boxes that we got. And so not only did I have to when I built them, I had to also tape this seam here because the seam's been popping. If you guys remember from the last time we oh my god, 1.4, I mean 1.5, breaking the norm there. Wha Oh man, we're making a dent. This is lovely. Ooh. Ooh. This is a really good one too. Okay, there's some really good ones in here. I'm psyched. You know what? I'm gonna grab some packing peanuts instead of these. Give me a sec. Ah, someone very nicely whenever she gets stuff, she brings me over all the excess packing supplies, including like just a butt ton of packing peanuts. So eh, you're paying the big bucks. I'm not going to give you packing peanuts, but for mystery boxes, you can have just because of the sake that they're so messy. Up here, yeah, mystery box. Again, packing peanuts most likely. What's this? Ooh, this is from the person that they. So this woman, like I said, she buys a lot of pottery. Who's this? Nathan Williver. Look at that. Look at that jar. That's beautiful. I've never even heard of this guy before. I'm gonna have to look him up. His Instagram is Nate Will Ever. One word. If anybody wants to go stalk him real quick and tell me if he what they think. I'm kind of curious now. So where you're in India, yeah? So shipping to India, the last time I did, cost about 40 bucks. What's up, BB? I was wondering where you were. You haven't showed up, and we've been already streaming for 49 minutes. Yeah, so I have this package. I made this pure silver frog out of silver clay, and it's in this package because someone in Singapore wanted to buy it. And if I try to ship this package, this little package that weighs this thing weighs 1 ounce. This little package is $29 to Singapore. Oh, I've never shipped to Iraq before. I don't know but my assumption is it's gonna be similar because they're usually between 35 and $40 international at the moment, unless you're in Canada, and then it's around $25. But isn't that insane? So I never sent it to the dude because, like, he kept getting mad at me telling him I'm trying to scam him, and I showed him the li when I tried to go I went to USPS, I did the first class international like I always do, um, and he just was like didn't believe me. So I don't know what to do about that. I was literally trying to just break even. So if anybody, oh, do I really? I don't even know who that. I have no idea who this is. That's funny that I follow him. So anyway, if anybody wants a very cute mystery silver frog that I made out of clay, out of silver clay, it's this big. It's like the size of this end here, like that big. Um, 35 bucks. You have to be in the States though. I'm not trying to ship this thing internationally, just it's just obviously ridiculously expensive to ship outside the States now. What's his work like, kitten? Obviously, I'll ship to Canada too, but again, it's gonna be like 25 bucks for that little thing. And I'm not trying to scam you, I swear. That's what the shipping costs. I can't do anything about that. If it was up to me, shipping would be free, but that's not how it works. Um, no, nah, that's not gonna work. Yeah, I'm sorry, Aki. Like I said, it's really cute. I love that little frog. I was really pissed off when I made it. I like wasted. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of silver clay before, but it's literally just a clay body that you can fire. It turns into metal. I've done a couple videos on copper cups, on silver cups, on different types of bronze cups and things like that. I was having a really bad day in the studio, and I tried to make something out of it, and I think I spent for 10 or 15 grams of silver clay, I spent $70. $7 for 10 grams. Just for a reference, that's not a good reference. Hold on, hold on. I want you guys to have a reference point for that. This this Sharpie is 7 grams. So if you have a Sharpie, you'll feel how heavy that is. So, um, I don't know. I just I was having a bad day and ended up just making a frog to make myself feel better. But that was a just I lost. It was just $70 down the drain. It was a cool experiment, but uh, I don't think I've ever burned through $70 that fast in my entire life. I was spending it felt like I was spending money that I just, you know, had no whatever, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna have to check them out again. Yeah, right? That's it's yeah, and resin's not cheap either. Man, oh man. Ah, emotional support frogs. Actually, I think there's a video on my Instagram of the, little silver frog if anybody wants to find it, but I think there is there somewhere. I don't think it's probably from a year ago at this point. We're making a dent. So the first mystery box shop update I ever did, I tried to jam all of the stuff into the smaller packages, and Uh, a decent amount of stuff broke. But I've learned my lesson, so I usually try to use these bigger one boxes now. That was like one of the first instances of my work breaking. Um, that being said, like USPS must have just kicked my stuff, you know? What's up, BB? But you guys see how I pack. So the fact that stuff is breaking, I mean, they have to be pretty darn aggressive with my work, on my packages if they're seemingly breaking this stuff. I don't know what that abbreviation means. I'm old. What's that mean, BB? So I have I have two people helping me fire the kiln this afternoon. My buddy Alex, and then I think I was talking to you guys about this yesterday, but this woman named Maggie, who I've never met before. Apparently, she's young and ambitious, is how she was described to me, which is always appreciated around here. Sometimes the ambitious stuff is a little much for me, honestly, but I regardless appreciate it. So I really need to also make some stuff from. So I told you also, guys, that I got some clay from the Pottery Seattle Pottery Supply. They sent me a free like box of clay, and they asked if I could just take some photos of the work after it's been fired, and maybe like a video or something. And so that was sent to me a while ago. At this point, a couple weeks ago. So I would like to do that soon. So I think the next time we go into studio, we might work with a red clay body and just make like a little tea set, maybe. I don't know what the clay really looks like after it's fired. They don't have any examples because this is there. It's not even for sale to the public yet. So, but this cool, I think like a cool cone six red clay. So we might use a different wheel as well, so it doesn't gross up my wheel. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna just use all the clay that they gave me first. I think it's just like 10 pounds. Is what they sent me. We're cranking through these. I'm pretty psyched. 2.5. So when I'm not sure if we're gonna do a live video for when we're actually like putting labels on everything, but we might. I'm not sure. Tomorrow. It just depends on how much energy I have for that. I think probably the next live video will be tonight for the during the firing if she has service, so you guys can see the kiln. I'm gonna just kind of like put you up on in the shed or something, kind of far away. Usually because during firings, I just talk smack about a bunch of people. I don't really want that on a live video. You know what I mean? So I will not be talking during tonight's live video if I end up doing it. Yeah. 2.8. Yeah, we're making some big stacks of pots over here. This is a bad box. I don't want this box. All right, here we go. It's a better box. Oh, of course. It's a collaborative effort, Aki. Oh, so this is unrelated. It's just something, but it just made me think of it. So I work at a Montessori school. I teach tennis and I do a ski team and I do some outdoor club stuff and outdoorsy classes and blah blah blah. And that's one of the terminologies instead of saying like a specific thing, or you're saying we and things like that, they say friends. And I don't like it. I don't know. There's something just about it that feels very flat to me. I'd rather say we. It's still a collective. I'm still talking. We're still using the same kind of ideology and terminology and things like that. But I just can't get behind it. So where we at? 2.1 ounces. Start putting these on the ground, I guess. Oh, excuse me. That's how I feel too. Um, Again, it's not like I'm trying to oppose the ideology of that's being taught or anything like that, and I still use the same thinking that would be necessary for it and all that. But yeah, it feels forced and it feels honestly saying friends feels very doesn't like seem like you're actually talking to anybody. It feels like you just don't know what to do and you're just kind of I don't even know. I don't even know how to necessarily describe what articulate what I'm trying to describe about my feelings towards it right now, but I'm also exhausted and been up all day. So, but I'm just not a fan. All right, it's 10 minutes to 1 o'clock. We have another hour to go before I have to leave to go fire a kiln. I'm really hoping that we can get almost all the way done so I can take a little bit of a break, eat some watermelon, go sit outside, cool down. It's a million degrees in this room right here. So I'm dying a slow death at the moment. Just getting broiled alive. That's a really, really special double-walled blue cup in that particular box. This is that's one of the ones that you want if you want a mystery box, a $50 box. The post office always gets really pissed off at me when I do shop update days like this. I mean, I go down all the time. I'm friends with everybody who works downtown, but they still get mad at me because I'm just. But they're all prepaid. It's not like they have to do anything. They just have to fake them and do a scan feed. It's not like it's a big deal. What's up, baby? Tell me everything. How's your day been? Oh, I can't complain. Packing up mystery boxes for our shop update tomorrow. About to go fire a kiln. It's a beautiful day. It's a thing of beauty, you know? And the nice thing is outside of actually shipping these off, oh, 100%. The fun thing about about tomorrow, outside of shipping these off, I have nothing else to do. I don't have any lessons tomorrow. Maybe we'll work in the studio for a bit, but like I have nothing pressing except getting to the post office at some point. 2.9. I if I can get this into one of these boxes. Takes a lot of newspaper. They use the bigger boxes, so I would prefer to use these smaller ones if I can. I also don't really want to risk things breaking. Wow, 1.9. Yeah, this has a big Unomi in it. I'm actually not surprised by that whatsoever. Okay, we have one more that's packed, and then we have to finish actually wrapping up the other mystery boxes, which we have not done yet. So what's this? Ooh, really pretty blue double wall cup. 1.3. Okay, so next thing we need to do, and I might not even have enough paper for it all, but we have to wrap up all of these in piece of piece of cardboard, and then the other loop. We're able to do one tray worth of these yesterday, so we have a lot more to do. It is Daisy. There's a link in my bio, and you can check out everything that I got. And then this shop update will be at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I think I only have like 16 pieces left on my actual website currently. Maybe a few more than that, but we sold out pretty much everything at the moment. Okay, sip of my tea. If you Google Bell Hill Pottery, um, you'll find my website, but there is a link in my bio as well. Mm. Or search Will Talbot Pottery. Either one, my stuff will show up. Okay. So these ones we got to wrap up in gloop, and we'll go from there. The nice thing about this one, Daisy, is if you're not sure about my work, mystery box one is a lot cheaper than my actual work, but you don't get to pick what you get. So up to you. I think you know what to do for these ones. I might actually just attach this right here. And we definitely need to cut out more cardboard. I did not cut out enough this morning, but we'll do our best. It's really nice right now. It's disgustingly hot in this room, but it's nice outside. I just can't be out there yet. We got too much to do, you know? As you Leslie. There's my little stop update thing. This says Bell Hill Party Mystery Box 2025. It's pretty nice. Where are you about now? This is a cool piece. Check it out. We got that double walled cup in there. You get two cups, not just that one. Hmm. Why? We got time, Leslie. Unless you don't want to share, that's totally fine too. But I feel like when we're doing stuff like this and not making, definitely best for story times, you know? We got a lot less people in here saying a lot less toxic stuff. I taught myself in college a couple of years ago, and here I am. I come from a big family of artists, and so I wasn't sure what art I was going to be doing. I actually didn't do any pottery until my senior year in college, and then I taught myself at the very end of my semester. I was actually my thesis was building a yurt, um, but I changed it last second to teach myself how to make pottery. That was really, yeah, it was a great thing. But I have a lot of people in the family who do artsy stuff. Didn't think pottery was the one. I actually went into school for metal sculpture. That was over a decade ago at this point. But, so it's been a minute. And I've been very lucky to be able to do pottery this whole time. So there's not much money in it, but I've been very lucky. Wow. Yeah. Well, my sophomore year, I stopped welding. And my junior year, I was completely confused as to what the direction I wanted to go in for art. It was a very conceptual art school. I don't recommend anybody go into it. Um, very, very conceptual. They didn't teach you how to do anything, just how to talk about your work, which is fine if you don't want to ever make money making art. But um, I kind of just didn't know what to do for a little bit. I wish I found the pottery stuff a little bit sooner, um, just so I could have spent more time learning and teaching myself and having accessibility to a, a studio for free. Not for free, but I was already paying for it, so kind of why not? Um, but you live and learn. I think that's why it's kind of lame to go to school at 18, but or to college at 18. I would have definitely appreciated it more if I went now, but that's okay. I would go back if it wasn't so expensive. But maybe I'll go get my master's up in Canada or something in like education or something, and then teach art therapy or something like that. Because honestly, I'm already kind of doing an art therapy sessions and it'd be nice to be able to like I'm not promoting them as that, they just end up being that. So it might be nice to actually have um, a degree so I could call it that. You got this, Aki. It's just I wish I didn't start college until I was 25, and I'm 33 now. Um, but again, you don't need to for sure. I just kind of like the accessibility that it offered in some instances. But I would need a master's in education and then a master's in something else. I remember looking into it at one point, but it was a lot of money. Um, and I have no debt currently, and I just am kind of scared to think about going into any sort of debt whatsoever. Because I would probably not be able to do this still if that was the case. I didn't print out enough of these, so close. Should I print out some more, or should I just not do it for a couple? Would that be? Would I should probably do it, shouldn't I? But I want your guys' opinion on it. Oh no, no! Why are you doing this to me right now? Oh God. It would take me 5 seconds. I should just will print out more. I think it would be nice to do, but it just means I'll be gone for 5 minutes. So you guys will just have to chill here by your for a little bit. I'm gonna go do that though. Well, I'll do that. Let me wrap these ones up first, and then we'll go. Yeah, right. Awesome, Leslie. Well, welcome in. This is usually not the content that we're doing. Most of the time, we're actually making stuff in the studio. Um, but the last couple streams have been this. I will be doing another stream this evening, showing how we're firing the wood kiln. There's a doing the converted Noborigama, which is a high arch single double bagged wood kiln. So we will be doing a live stream, but the caveat to that is I'm not going to be responding to things. Maybe I will so every so often, but I'm going to put you guys kind of far away, and I might have a headphones in so you can kind of hear what I'm saying. But I've been I don't necessarily want you guys to hear what I'm saying because I usually just talk smack about other people with during live firing or during the firings, and I want you guys to think that I'm a nice person. Oh yeah, 100% kidding. That fire that's in 2 hours is when I'm going to be there. I have to leave in an hour and a half, but I'll be at the firing in 2 hours. I just have to watch what I say if I do it. We'll see. I used to talk a lot more smack when we were on. Well, not a lot more smack, but I did used to talk smack when we were on TikTok and stuff because that these didn't get posted to my account. You know what I mean? But now that these videos are rewatchable, I prefer not to putting out into the world uh, how I feel about some other potters. You know what I mean? Probably not. Probably not the best. Okay, give me sup. How are you? Give me 5 minutes. You're just gonna just stare at my teacup. Um, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna print out four more things of my whatever. I'm gonna keep my headphones in so you can hear me talk to myself the entire time. And if the headphones stop, you actually get to hear the music we've been playing. So I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. If okay, now here's the question: is my computer even charged? I don't know what's been going on, but my power has been at 30. The computer just died at 30%. I think I need a new battery for it. I just don't know how much that's going to cost, and I just don't feel like spending the money. Um, it's not even like fully charging, which is kind of insane. What am I doing again? I guess I can't really ask you guys because you can't respond to me. Oh wait, you can respond to me. Oh my god! Wait, I'm so smart. Hold up, I can watch the stream while it's happening. Okay, print this out. Getting sidetracked. I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi. Okay, copies, one, auto scale, layout, pages per sheet. No. I always forget how to print multiple things on the same page. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things that I just always struggle to remember actually how to do. All pages. Let's scale the size, make it 15%. um, my God, how do I do this? Two? No, that's not what I want. The- no, it's already trashed. Look at the room. It's totally messed up. Get out of here, kid, and don't do it to me. Seriously though, why am I so inept about this? How do I copies per page? Two. Oh, I figured it out. Oh my God, you guys proud of me? I said, I said four? We have four on the table, right? Um, God. I think there's four on the table there, but I'm gonna print out six just in case. Um, okay, I have to change the Wi-Fi over. Which whiskey we talking about, Aki? Uh, okay. All right, I'm on that one. Okay, now here's the $1,000,000 question. Is that printer even on? It's out of ink. Cool. I love it. Oh my God. All right, hold on. Hold your butts, guys. I gotta go downstairs now, fix this printer. Now I might lose you, and you might actually be listening to music. Also, can you hear me? Okay. Uh, um, Ooh, it's not out of ink, but it did have to turn on, so it's gonna take a second. I'm gonna actually take my headphone out for half a second because I'm gonna eat, and then I don't think you guys want to hear that. So enjoy the music that you. All right, I'm back. Confused about, is this connected to this phone? Um, why is this connecting to this phone? They even have Bluetooth on this phone. What's up, BB? What are you talking about? Okay, let's do this again. So I printed out some of these. We only need four. I should have done a bigger, like a thicker cardstock and stuff, but I don't know. I'm overwhelmed with how much stuff we're doing. So I did it poorly, maybe. I don't know. Okay, it's 1:15. I would really like to be fully finished in 45 minutes. 'Cause I want to sit outside with Olive and have some tea and eat some watermelon and chill. So we'll see. Gins, we're packing up Mr. at the moment. We're not making anything. I have a shop update tomorrow. Um, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So if anybody's interested, you want some cheapish pottery. It's definitely cheaper than if you bought it full price for me. The link to my shop is in my bio. So you can definitely check it out. This sale sells out in about 5 minutes though. So if you are interested, you got to be on top of it. You can take as many boxes as you want. They're all prepackaged though, so you're paying the same shipping on every single one of them. Will do, Aki. You've always been good to me, Aki. There you go. Why not? Enjoy yourself. The only thing is, I only want racism to be taken out. Everything else, all the other hate stuff, unless I ask, can stay in. Oh, and if someone says Trump, they're immediately gone. Just get rid of those people. Am I not happy, BB? Do I look upset? All right, so now we have to wrap these up in uh eh, get out of here. We have to wrap this stuff in this stuff over here. Except I made so many oops, sorry, BB. I didn't mean to scare you. I can't even get to my wrapping up station. I'm really excited that we have enough boxes though. I was really worried. I think we do at least. But I was really worried that we weren't going to have enough. Oh, BB, when I said that, that last BB I said was actually towards Olive. I'm sorry that you guys have to look at my butt for this. I have no butt to show, so good. Enjoy yourselves. But I probably told this to you guys at one point or another. But when I was younger, I went to a podiatrist, like a foot doctor, and he told me my butt was too small to support my body. And that's how I still think about my butt. I was like 10. All right, four more of these, five more of these, four more of these, five more of these. Then we can package them up, and then we're ready to go. I mean, I have to list them on my website and all that fun stuff, but I'm glad that did a majority of these yesterday. So I would have lost my mind if we had to do all this today. I also wouldn't have had the time. Okay, let's finish packing stuff up. What's up, Jaw? I have a ton of these small boxes, so we're gonna try to shove some of these in there. If they don't go, they don't go. We'll get them in a bigger box, but look at that. Look at that. Look at that pretty little square bit of doozy what's it. The one thing I do need to do tomorrow, once we've or tonight later on, is separate them out to actually see, make double like check and make sure how many mystery boxes we actually have. Because I believe we have 32 $50 mystery boxes and nine $100 boxes. I could be wrong though, and I don't want to write so snug, but I don't want to like accidentally sell more than we have, or you know, I'm sure I could make another mystery box out of something, but I'd rather like double check. I can't say this is my favorite part, but there are significantly worse parts of pottery, and I actually don't mind doing this, especially if I'm doing it with you guys. So it's like it's a fun thing to do together. But we've been doing this for 101 minutes right now. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. So there was this giant plant sale yesterday, and I missed it, and I'm pretty bummed about it. At the place that I'm selling the orchid pots to. But yesterday was so long. We did so much. I couldn't bring myself to also drive another whatever to go to that place too. But it would have been good. I probably could have got some cheap orchids. 2.4. Ugh. I think regardless, we're gonna finish in at 2 o'clock my time, and I'll do whatever needs to be finished tonight. Because we also have to take some videos to promote this, and I should post about the shop update again today. I just hate making videos so much. I don't hate it that much. I just would prefer to do anything else except grind shelves. I won't. That's the only thing that's yeah. Oh, you know what'd be funny? Okay, tell me if this would be funny or not. What if for one of the videos to promote this mystery box update, I do my normal shop update thing where I like open up the package and whatnot and show what's inside, but instead of it being a pot inside, I put like a banana or something in there. And then but I pretend that it's a cup in like, my own like straight face way. So I just am dead serious talking about how pretty this cup is and blah blah blah. And then I wrap it back up and say you can buy this for 50 bucks or whatever. That'd be kind of good, right? What's up, Natalie? How are you? Okay, cool. I'll make one of those videos tonight too while I'm making all the other ones. I'm gonna make $100 box, a $50 box video, and then a fake video. 2.7. Natalie, what's up? What's new? What's happening? Should I pour tea over the banana and pack it back up? We can make it real nasty. I'm for it. A tea soaked banana. Good. Good, good, good. I'm good. Busy. It's been a long day so far, and it's gonna be a long a long evening. I have to run in about I have to run in an hour to go fire a kiln. Um, but I we have about half an hour worth of work to do in here, if not an hour's worth of work. So we're just gonna get done what we can, but you gotta you gotta you gotta do the unexpected, Leslie. That's what gets people roped in. And I'm getting really tired of just making like actual videos where I just kind of want all my videos, every single one of them to be like an April Fool's video. I'm getting sick of making like actual content to promote the work. I think I would much happier lying about how everything's done and posting about it. And I think I've been doing this long enough and have done enough videos and whatever to that people know to a degree that I'm bullshitting. You know what I mean? Granted, I don't usually change my facial expression whenever I say anything, or I try not to, unless it's so people start believing it too hard, and then I have to do something because I don't want people that actually think that I'm well, whatever, right? That's like a really great idea. I love that. Um, the entire year is just me messing with people, and then on April Fool's Day, it's just like completely serious. My God, I love it. That'd be really good. Yeah, right? I think so too, Aki. Exactly, Leslie. I try my hardest, Natalie, you know? You know, in a weird way, it's, I mean, I've been streaming for a really long time. You wouldn't know it because whatever, but, um, from on different platforms, and then I've taken years off from streaming and then coming back to it, mostly because I just didn't have the right Wi-Fi. Um, but the humor was really it's like it developed from just doing a lot of streaming, but it was also from playing, like, video games where people are super toxic, and I don't really like I'm not getting enjoyment out of necessarily playing the game, I'm getting enjoyment out of trolling people who are toxic in video games, and just, like, I don't know, it translates really well here, you know? Oh, I think I could commit, kitten. I'm good at committing to things. If they're especially for the sake of, just messing with people, then I'm for it. Ah, man, I'm getting excited. I'm gonna have to really I might have to start a new account for it, though. I don't know. We'll see. Just like I have to start a new account for my other pottery business, but let's see. Did I weigh that last one before we put it down? Yes. We can do it all. I mean, this is the start of, just consistently messing with people. You know, I have to figure out how to weigh I need to get better at editing. So, like, we throw a teapot, but you know how I usually, like, show the ending well, I don't know if you see my videos, but, like, sometimes I show the end of, like, the product or whatever it is and like, slow it down so you can actually see it. It's not, like, sped up or whatever. And when we're spinning it around on the wheel at the very end, it's not like it's not a, wait, I have to pay attention, hold on. 2.4. It's not like the product that we made at all. It's not the piece. It's, like, completely unrelated to anything we've been doing. Oh, yeah, heck yeah, I'm for it. We'll do all of it. I think I even bought a bag of googly eyes years ago to put on my Roomba. I have to find that, though. So, I don't think that'd be a hard thing to buy if I can't find them again. Or just, like, one clip of me, I'm wearing a weird hat and then I'm not, or I'm changing clothes every clip, and I never acknowledge anything that I'm talking about. That's the key. Never acknowledge it if anybody asks, and that doesn't happen, it didn't exist. That's the key here. I like Mm. You know, it'd be a bummer. I'm not worried about this at all, but you know, it'd be a bummer if we did all these packages and then nothing sold. That'd be such a bummer. I don't think that'll happen, but the, you know, like I said, Instagram doesn't really show my work too much anymore, and that's been my primary way of getting out shop updates and things. So, thanks, dude. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not super worried, but it is like always, in the back of your head whenever you have a shop update. I mean, I've been really selling work since 2018, and I still have those feelings. I don't think it goes away unless you become like Floridian Gatsby, super popular. But I don't think I'll ever hit remotely that level of fame. 19, Natalie. I appreciate that. Sounds good, kidden. Yeah, the $50 boxes have been selling out in like usually between like 1 and 5 minutes. And then the $100 boxes, those ones take a little bit more time to sell. Sometimes they take I think one shop update was like 30 minutes or 45 minutes or something, but they all sold. So, I mean, I haven't had a bad shop update for these mystery boxes yet. And so once I do, I'll probably stop doing them. But at the moment, they've been really great for me. Totally. I appreciate that, Ken. It's nice to let everybody get stuff. Okay. Also, that woman who made me a new apron, she is apparently shipping the apron off either today or tomorrow. So we'll have a new apron to wear um, during our lives. So that'd be cool. It looks really nice. She did a fantastic job. I need to pack up a pot for her soon. I'll pack that up tomorrow before I take these to the post office. It's fun to barter with people though. I've always been such a big fan of it. Or like tea or I don't need a lot of things or want a lot of things, but it's uh it's cool to find someone to be able to do that kind of stuff with from time to time. Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is it a gooseneck one or is it bigger than that? It makes a big difference to be able to control the actual temperature of your tea. I like the one I have a lot, but the one downside to it is that it has a really bad spout. And so its pour is not good. But besides that, it's nice. Yeah. I feel like most people do because again, it's like if you're drinking tea bag tea, it's 2 pairs. packing up mystery boxes, and then we're gonna go fire a wood kiln. So the next video will be live. Will start in about 2.5 hours, 2 hours, and I won't be talking much in that video, but it will be. We'll fire up the wood kiln, or one of the wood kilns. Mm. 2.4. All right, we got 3 more to go. Oh my god, we're so close. This is so awesome. I looks like I made more boxes than I needed to, but you know what? I wasn't counting. I just kind of wanted to make them and see what would happen. What's a wood kiln? It's like a giant pizza oven for pottery. Mm. And that style of wood kiln is called a Naborigama. And this is a converted Naborigama because usually they're multiple arched. And this one is a single arch double bag wall. And a bag wall just essentially blocks the flame from hitting the pots. So it reduces the amount of fly ash. So it reduces the amount of atmosphere here. So you kind of get gas results in a wood kiln. It's a weird style. I would not build a kiln like this, but it is a very cool kiln regardless. What? Did you? That's awesome. So Aki, there's $50 mystery boxes and there are $100 mystery boxes. Hmm. No, there's no pottery in these boxes. This is we're doing a lost cast wax casting. This is just the former for the glass cast for later on. 2.6. What a weight. You would think so, Kenan, but like there's a way to pour the molten glass over the paper where it doesn't actually hurt the paper. It kind of just gives it a nice sun kiss look. That's why it's called the lost wax casting. It's like a lot of people don't really know about it. It's kind of a lost thing. Hell yeah, Natalie. Love it. Sounds good, Aki. Here's the deal though, dude. I don't ship to outside the US for these because these are prepackaged in USPS priority boxes. And if I ship to Canada, it'd be like an $80 shipping. Um, I'm happy to for my friends who are not I just said the Montessori thing. See, it's ingrained in me, even though I don't like it. If you did want one and you're outside the States, maybe we'll make a special one for people, for like 10 people. But just as would need to prepackage them in a different kind of package, in a different kind of box. Otherwise, again, and that would still be about 25 bucks for shipping. Okay, cool. Yeah, Aki, if you have access to that, then have yeah, that'd be great. And if it doesn't work this time, I'll have another one of these sales in December. So I do it twice a year, once in August and once in December. Awesome. Heck yeah, Natalie. All right, this is the last one, 2.4. Let me show you everything. And then I need to go chill before I have to do this shift. So this is what we did. We did all those boxes. There's a bunch of layers of them. And then all of those boxes. And I packaged this, but obviously we didn't need to use those. And there's little dog sound asleep. So um yeah. And then there's some stuff I didn't show you guys. I haven't taken photos. I haven't really done anything about with this information yet, but check these out. These are the new orchid pots I was working on. So, these are my two new orchid pots, or three new orchid pot styles, and then that's a cool double. It looks like a double wall, but it's not. But it's a garlic vase, and then we have a big double wall vase in the back, some big teapots, and some other stuff, little mini vases, all that good stuff. So anyway, this room is an absolute mess. Otherwise, I would go. I can't walk there because these things are blocking my path. Um, so anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll start a live video in like an hour again. Look how dark my hands are. I don't know what I've been touching, but um, okay, bye. Thanks for hanging, guys. I appreciate it.